Welcome back to the desk of Brony Gourmet. I am your host, Kyle Headland, aka Brony Gourmet. And today, I'm actually going to share with you a few different updates about what's been happening so far. I know I haven't updated in last week, but I will start to do it more. It's just a lot of things have been happening, and well, here I am. But anyways, before we start today's show, we have a sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by Sugar Cube Corner of Ponyville. That's right, come in for our handmade treats over in our bakery, as well as our signature desserts. Feel free to host a party with all the different amenities. Sugar Cube Corner, serving treats to Ponyville since 2010. And from there, we go to our top stories for today. One of the first stories today that I'd like to share is that the Season 5 trailer has recently came out in the previous week. And so far it looks really promising. And I think Season 5 is going to be very interesting because it's going to have a little bit more world building. But I'll have some more in-depth detail once I kind of get a little bit more of a formal review going. But for now, Season 5, it's on its way. And unfortunately, there's also some sad news. I kind of decided to cancel my plans for BabsCon this year. I know, for those who want to meet me, I'm very sorry. But I will catch next year, and hopefully I'll be able to make it out there someday, but due to my job situation and my financial situation, I kind of decided just to kind of postpone it until next year. But I do want to say I really can't wait for next year, though. So BabsCon people, thank you for making such great conventions. And another update that I do want to share with you is that I'm actually postponing my one of our YouTube projects, which is going to be like the show and everything. Since everything is kind of switching over to my new job and for everything else, I sort of had to put the project on hold just to really kind of take my time with it, build up my repertoire and everything. So once I get a few more recipes in, maybe a few more posts for the Brony Chef project, which, by the way, you can check out down below or on the side, depending upon which format you're using. Well, once I have everything all together, then we should be able to progress forward with the project. But for now, I'm just kind of putting the Brony Gourmet show on hold. But enough about that. Let's get to some updates, shall we? For our first updates, this is going to be a Tumblr update. There is a new drink on the Tumblr site, which is the Brony Bartender. And for this recipe, it's actually non-alcoholic, so anyone can actually make it. And what it is that it's known as the Cine Coco Pomel Latte. And what this is that it's kind of like a latte. For those bronies out there that have an espresso machine, this is absolutely perfect. It has the perfect mixture of cinnamon and cocoa. Something kind of a little bit different, in order to progress yourself in order to get through the very, very cold winters, especially here in Chicago, since it's only 12 degrees here. Yeah, not pretty. But anyways, this latte is actually out right now. Feel free to check it out. I'll have a link down below in case you wanted to check it out. Also, feel free to start following me because there's going to be some other drink recipes that might be worth watching. But besides that, let's get on to the other updates. For the updates for the Brony Chef project, this one is going to be very neat because I'm actually starting to do recipes again. If any of you are familiar with my Twitter, which is @BronyChefPro, I will post a link down below. I actually recently did a tweet by tweet. And if you're not familiar with tweet by tweets, what it is that it's kind of like going through a recipe but through tweets. So about a couple nights ago, I did a tweet by tweet based on Sunset Shimmer, and it's actually a chicken and bacon Southwest style enchiladas, and it went off pretty well. A few hiccups here and there, but again, I'll be able to fix that. And everything went well, but I feel as though it could be a little bit better because somehow the ancho chili powder just it makes it a little bit too dark, and you know, with the cheese, it kind of was a little bit hard to like cut through, and it just didn't really look right. So I'm gonna decide to do another tweet by tweet, hopefully by either tomorrow night or even possibly tonight, and hopefully we'll have everything all situated. And besides that, that is all the news that I have. For any other updates, well, in terms of like everything else, I am starting to audition for Food Network shows again. The Food Network shows that I've currently been taking a look at is Guy's Grocery Games. If you're familiar with that, it's a very cool show. I highly suggest you take a look at it. I've also did Cutthroat Kitchen, see if I could get a special episode of that. And Alton Brown, if you're watching this, you know, please feel free to contact me. I mean, you could potentially have the first ever Brony on Food Network. I mean, there's opportunity. But anyways, besides that, I do have a little bit of more unfortunate news. I broke my cufflinks. I know, I feel so stupid. Here, let me show you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you don't treat your cufflinks right. I know they're plastic, but they're kind of a little special to me, and they kind of help me out. And of course they're broken. But it's not too bad of a loss. In the future, and possibly in the future installments, I'm going to possibly get some metal ones. Probably not the same cutie mark, which is Rainbow Dash, but maybe I'll find someone on Etsy to help me out here. But besides that is all the news I have for you. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And a little bit of a question of the week. What do you guys think of the Season 5 trailer of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? Do you think it might be a successful season or not so successful season? Feel free to comment down below or on the side. I really am interested in seeing this. Again, you can find all the links to my website and everything else down below. And I hope to see you guys next week.